Today's video is brought to you by Bethesda. Thank you to the team for providing us with an early copy of Starfield. Starfield is here, and with it comes some major decisions. But before you strap in and jet off to the stars, listen up because we've got some advice we think you'll want to hear. My name is Codiak, this is Legacy Gaming, and today we're revealing the best skills to invest in early to make the most of your time in Starfield. It's no secret, skills are at the very core of Starfield's progression, and with so many choices, where do you even begin? Well, friends, our team has been putting in the work, testing out as many skills as possible so that you know what's most valuable when you're out there saving the galaxy. Now, an important note before we get into things, build your character however you see fit. That's the whole point of an immersive RPG. We're not here to declare a mandate, we just want you to have the knowledge to arm yourself for whatever the galaxy throws at you. Let me be clear, it's a lot. So to kick things off, how do skills work? Well, for starters, when creating your character, you'll get the chance to pick a background. This background comes with 3 starting skills, and all that means is that you get the first rank and subsequent bonuses right out of the gate. For example, if you choose the long hauler background, you'll start with rank 1 weightlifting, rank 1 piloting, and rank 1 ballistic weapon systems. Your starting skills don't lock you out of any future choices, they just provide you with the foundation for how to build your character. Once you're knee-deep in completing quests and defeating spacers, you'll level up, and with each new level, you'll also gain a skill point. Here's the thing, if you want to invest in a new skill, you can do that. But the real magic comes when you rank up a skill, and the only way to do that is by completing the associated challenge. Once you complete a skills challenge, you can then spend a skill point advancing it to the next rank, giving you even more benefits. Sometimes that means a passive stat boost. Other times, it unlocks a new functionality, so you really have to think about what's going to make an immediate impact in your playthrough. That being said, we're going to break things down into a few categories. Must-get skills are ones we think you need to invest in early, as they'll make a huge impact on your gameplay. Priority skills are the ones that we think are really valuable, but not necessarily the most important within a tree. And ambition skills are those we think you should plan to get, but do require sizable investment in, therefore not something you can get super early on. First is the physical tree, and as you might expect, everything here ties into your overall hardiness in the game. If you're a melee-focused player or plan on going that route, you'll most likely spend a lot of points in this tree, but outside of that, there are still some valuable skills worth investing in. For me, the must-get skill in this tree is weightlifting. In the early game, when your ships aren't great and your outpost is little more than 4 walls in a storage box, you're going to need space to store your gear. With weightlifting, you can carry just a bit more, and that maximum threshold increases with each rank. I also think stealth is a priority skill, at least rank 1. This unlocks the stealth meter, which quite literally tells you if you're actually hidden or not as you move around an area. Without a point in stealth, you're flying blind and can easily alert enemies. Regardless of if you want to play sneaky or not, taking advantage of sneak damage is a great way to quickly take out enemies. Whether or not you choose to go beyond that rank 1 is really up to you, but we do think it's worth picking up. In terms of an ambition skill in the physical tree, I think you have to consider martial arts. If you're dedicating a lot of points into physical skills, then you're most likely a melee player, and martial arts just makes a lot of sense. This increases your crit chance with unarmed or melee weapons, gives you a chance to disarm enemies, provides damage reduction, and at rank 4, gives you the chance to reflect damage back at attackers. It's a solid option, worthy of consideration. Moving right along to the social tree, this is where things, in my opinion, start to get a little interesting. There is a lot of variety built into this tree, and the skills offer a wide range of benefits that I personally find great. A must-get in social is commerce. This allows you to buy for less and sell for more, and regardless of your experience level in the game, this is going to pay off in a huge way. Credits make the galaxy go round, and whether it's bribing individuals for information, stocking up on med packs, or expanding your fleet of ships, you need credits. Don't overthink this one, more credits means more possibilities. In my mind, persuasion is a priority pickup. This gives you an increased chance of success when persuading someone during a dialogue challenge. For those that don't know, dialogue challenges are manually triggered during a conversation. If you pass the dialogue challenge, your target gives you what you want, but if you fail, you have to find an alternate way to get what you need. Since I'm playing as a relatively good member of Galactic Society, I use Persuade every chance I get, and having this skill has made a noticeable difference. Some dialogue checks are downright hard, and you really have to roll the dice and hope you pass. So having a little help, especially early on, makes the experience a little easier to bear. As far as an ambition social skill is concerned, there's a clear option in my mind: leadership. If you're someone that likes to have a companion with you, then this skill provides benefits on top of benefits. What I love about the skill is that the benefit is different at each rank. At rank 1, companions gain affinity faster. At rank 2, they have more health and can carry more. At rank 3, companions will occasionally heal you when they're low, and at rank 4, their combat and physical crew skill bonuses are doubled. Oh yeah, and if that wasn't enough, they also have a chance to pick themselves back up from a down state. This is truly an incredible skill, one I think you should plan to get sooner rather than later. Today's video is made possible by none other than Bethesda, creators of Starfield. When the team reached out to sponsor a couple guide videos, how could we resist? Starfield has been on our most anticipated games list since it was first announced, so to finally go hands-on with the game really has been huge. If you don't know, Starfield is available beginning September 1st on Xbox and PC for those who have purchased the Starfield Premium Edition, and will be available for everyone else on September 6th. If you're still on the fence about picking up the game, what are you waiting for? There's a massive galaxy to explore, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen. Thank you once again to Bethesda for sponsoring this video. Next is the combat tree. If you plan on taking the fight to the Spacers or the Crimson Fleet, this skill tree is going to be pivotal to your success, but that might not be the case for everyone, and that's okay too. That being said, combat is an essential part of the game, there's just no escaping that, so let's talk about the combat skill tree. As far as a must-have skill is concerned, it's really going to come down to what makes the most impact for you as a player. If you're using weapons with traditional ammo, take ballistics. If you're using a shotgun, take shotgun certification. Just make sure you actually have a weapon that matches that bonus. There's no point in taking something like dueling if you're not using melee weapons or you don't have a melee weapon. Be smart here and choose what makes sense for your playstyle. In terms of a priority pick, I think demolitions makes a whole lot of sense, at least rank 1. By allocating just a single point, you now have access to a throw arc, which could come in handy during a firefight. Don't sleep on grenades, they're powerful tools to get you through a fight. But without the arc, landing that perfect throw is challenging. Rank 1 also gives your explosives 25% increased blast radius, so it's a double whammy. In terms of an ambition combat pick, I think sharpshooting is my skill of choice. This increases crit damage across the board, with rank 4 also increasing crit chance. As you unlock and mod out new weapons, this is always going to be valuable, and if you eventually want to tackle New Game Plus, I think this is going to be an essential skill to get you through those tougher fights. It's the final skill within the tree, but that just goes to show how powerful it really is. If you're someone that plans on spending a lot of time surveying planets and building outposts, then the science skill tree is for you. I've dumped a healthy amount of points into this tree, mainly because there are so many great options to choose from. Without a doubt, a must-get skill is geology. Whether or not you choose to farm day in and day out, having at least one rank in geology is going to pay off almost immediately. With an increased chance of getting more common and uncommon inorganic resources, you'll have more raw materials to work with as you craft mods, expand your base, and build various footholds across the universe. Don't be afraid to keep investing in this skill too. It's absolutely worth it. A priority pickup, if I ever saw one, medicine just makes a lot of sense in the early game. Most likely you're still trying to deal with the new player challenge curve, which means you'll most likely need a little help staying alive. 10% additional healing and a 10% speed increase to healing seems just like the right way to offset some combat challenges. Another priority pick is actually scanning, which we believe is a sleeper hit. Not only does this skill allow you to more accurately locate rare and eventually exotic materials on a planet's surface, it also allows you to gain information on the ships you come across in space, including, at rank 4, a complete list of their cargo. If you're planning on a life of piracy, there's a lot you can leverage here. The science tree is so good it's almost impossible to pick an ambition skill, but really we have to go with what makes the most sense: outpost engineering. Everyone at some point in time is going to create an outpost. It's almost a necessity, and allocating points into this skill means unlocking new and advanced build options for your base. At rank 4, the cost of modules also goes down by 50%, which makes building multiple outposts on different planets that much easier. Finally, there's the tech tree, my personal favorite in the game. There's a little bit of something for everyone here, but most of the skills revolve around your ship in some way, and as our real base of operations, it's easy to want to invest in our home amongst the stars. A must-get is boost pack training, no question about it. This should honestly be one of the first skills you pick up because rank 1 gives you the ability to use a boost pack. These come in a few different flavors, but the long and short of it is this. These allow you to float in the air for a varying amount of time based on the gravity of the planet you're on. No boost pack training, no floating, no fun. Another must get is security, which is, in my opinion, something I think a lot of players are going to skip over. There are locked things literally everywhere in Starfield, and 9 times out of 10, there's something pretty dang valuable behind whatever locked thing you encounter. Occasionally, you get a lackluster payoff, but more often than not, you make out like a bandit. This is an essential skill, and one that I chose to rank up rather quickly during my playthrough. Rounding out our early game tech skills, I'd say targeting control system is a priority pickup. This skill lets you slow down space combat and target the various subsystems of an enemy ship. This is the best way to take out an enemy's engine, which will allow you to dock and board their ship, giving you access to all their loot, and if you feel so inclined, the ability to steal their ship and claim it as your own. You will have to register the ship back at a port before you can use it, which does still cost a ton of credits, but it sure beats buying something outright. Space combat is actually rather challenging, so apart from the benefits of a breach and clear, this skill also helps you get through those tricky situations. As far as an ambition pick goes, there's no doubt starship design is the right choice. If you're in the business of building your own ship, this is essential. At each rank, you'll gain access to more ship modules, which means better ships, more flexibility, and expanded capabilities. Sure, you can go buy cool ships, that's fine, but I don't think I've met a single player that wasn't looking forward to building their own custom starship. As far as tech skills go, strive for this. Hopefully now you have a better understanding of how skills work in Starfield, and you're ready to get out there and start leveling up your character. Friends, you are no doubt going to have questions about this game, and we're here to help you out. Check out our Ultimate Beginner's Guide, which dives deep into some of the game's more complex systems, and don't forget you can always leave us a comment down below. Our community does a great job of helping one another out, so if you're truly stumped, let us know and we'll do our best to guide you through it. Of course, if you want direct access to the Legacy community, then consider joining us on Discord. With over 20,000 members in a section dedicated just for Starfield, it's a great place to hang out, talk about new and upcoming games, and win loads of free prizes. That link, as always, is below. My name is Codiak, and from everyone here at Legacy Gaming, thanks for watching, and play on!